Our next speaker is the director of Share the Warmth. And, I always, you always hear the word patriot in regards to somebody fighting for their country in politics or, on the battlefield or anything like that. But patriotism goes a long way, and it kind of spreads a lot more vast than kind of what that term is pigeonholed to. And I really believe this lady here is a true patriot because of the work she does, the sacrifices she makes, and the giving back to others that she makes every daily part of her life. So I'm really excited to have her speak to us and tell us about the upcoming year. Please, everyone, welcome Penny Meyers.
Oh my gosh. So thanks for having me here tonight. My name is Penny, and I'm the director of Share the Warmth of Hillsdale County. And we are getting ready. If you saw the cots out there, we're getting ready to open our 7th season. So I am just so blessed, and I get excited and I get overwhelmed, and a lot of hours. But what we do, and it's definitely not just me, for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I've had 3 other women in here almost every day with me, helping me, get things ready and, cleaned up and organized. And, it's just amazing that the group of people that have come and joined this fight for the homeless people. Our volunteers are amazing. I could talk all night about this. So, but I'll keep it short. So we're getting ready to open on November 1st. And this season, right now, the biggest thing that we probably need are, of course, donations. Monetary donations at this point would be wonderful. We are really going to, this season, we are really going to pursue aggressively and passionately becoming a year-round shelter. Hillsdale, that is something Hillsdale needs. We have to have a shelter. Last season, we had, at 2 different times, families staying in here. One time we had a family with 4 children, and they stayed for a month. A month they were in here. So, and then also last season I had to turn away 2 families. So we are seeing an uptick in families becoming homeless. So, a shelter is, it's like, to me, it's like a no-brainer. We have to have it. So, and because it's my passion to never take government funding. So if we don't take government funding, do you know what that means for this community? It means this community has to fund it. That's really what it means. For the last 6 years, that's how we have operated this community. If you take a look into that storage room is full. And everything that has come into this building has come from our community. So we do have some very passionate people that want to help us, but we always need more, And we've been in this building, this will be our 6th year in this building. And Pastor Ed told us in the very beginning, he said, you can use this building 4 to 6 years, then you guys need to work on, getting your own. So we're at the 6th year, so we definitely have to make a move and work hard, seeking partners that will partner with us. We need big money, to do something like that, or, to have our own building. We're looking at millions of dollars. So, but I believe that it can be done. So, we appreciate everything that comes in that door, all the donations. I put it out on our Facebook page. 2 days later, we have it. So it's amazing what this community has done. They really have rallied behind us, beside us, in front of us. They have been there. And some of you have been volunteers. Like Will, he volunteers in the morning. Ezra comes in and cooks for us. So if you thought about volunteering, Brian, he's a volunteer. My husband, of course, he has to volunteer, right? You know, volunteering is challenging sometimes, but it's so rewarding too, because you know, we build relationships with some of the people that come in here. Every year we have 2 or more people that get off the street. So that is worth it. So it's just amazing. So if you want to give, you know, Post Office Box 875, send your checks. If you want to volunteer, we have orientation on the 19th. We have an open house next week that we've opened it up to hopefully get some community members that have been curious about us to come in and just see how we operate. And Josh said the purse bingo was October 26th. I have seen some of the purses that we are going to bingo off. They're really cute. So if you like purses, come to that purse bingo on October 26th. And that's out in Mosierville at Memories on the Hill, I think is the name of that venue. So again, thank you so much. If you ever have any questions, you know, yes.
What's your operating budget unlike the last year?
What's our operating budget? Well, it's about between $15,000 and $20,000 a season. So that's about, you know, and that's cheap. I mean, we have done this on a dime budget because this church, they've never charged us a dime to be here. We don't pay rent, we don't pay utilities. So that has been huge for us to be able to operate on that amount of money. So, but we try to be very conservative with the way we spend. We are trying to be very mindful of everything that comes in that door. We know that somebody worked hard to donate that. So I am very passionate about not wasting, you know, our resources. So, you know, we try to, you know, we do the best that we can with what we have. So, any other questions? Yeah.
You have a program to help the homeless not become homeless?
To not become home, that is something that we will work on when we become full-time. Right now, we just don't have the staff to do it. See, we don't, everybody that works at IU get a stipend, but nobody gets paid. Nobody gets paid. We operate on volunteers and volunteers alone. So, but that is something that we definitely want to work on. You know, a lot of different programs, mental health, counselors. You know, there's just, it's so vast, the needs that are out there and the things that we need to do but can't at this time. So that's definitely something that we want to do, and that's something that we are going to work towards. So, education for people, yes, Doug?
How many, approximately how many stay on average generally?
So our average last season was 15 people per night with highs and lows. Sometimes more, sometimes less. So through the years, I think the highest number of people that we've had at one night is 20 people. So it's really not that high for people that come in here, but there's still, you know, people that need help. So.
Where's those people go in the summertime?
Well, you know, they hide out on the trails and hide out behind wherever they can find to go. And that's another reason why we need a shelter, so we can keep them off the street. Our community will be safer if we have a shelter, because if they're in the shelter, then they're not on the street. So, and I will say this too, I know this is a huge concern for the community. We work very hard at not encouraging transients or people from other communities. And I do get calls from Lifeways and other shelters in other counties, and I tell them no. And so we try very hard not to take people from other counties, because I live here too. I don't want, you know, I don't want, you know, people from Detroit coming down here to stay in our shelter. So that is something that we really do try to draw a line on. Once in a while, we will have somebody from somewhere else, excuse me, come in, and I tell them, this is a Hillsdale County facility, so you can stay tonight, you can stay a couple days, but you need to move on. And then also, last year, at a city council meeting, our chief of police, he addressed this also because people are afraid of that, you know, that people will come from other counties. And he said at the city council meeting also, once in a while we'll see people from other communities, but they don't stay. They just don't stay. So it's, you know, it's not a real huge problem right now. So, and I don't look for it to be a problem as long as we hold the line, and you know, we just won't allow it. So, any other?
If someone were gonna make a donation, do they have to check to share the love?
Yes, share the warmth of Hillsdale County. Yep, yep, I know a lot of people call it share the wealth. I wish we could share the wealth. So, no, share the warmth of Hillsdale County, Post Office Box 875. So, and then you can look us up on Facebook, and we do have a website also, share the warmth of Hillsdale.org. And I do believe that there is a way to donate on that website. So, you know, it's, you know, in this way, it really does take a village, you know, for us to move forward, so.
Is the homeless task force in the city hall?
No, I mean, you know, I don't, you know, I think the homeless task force, you know, I think they had a purpose, they served a purpose. They, basically what their job was is just to get information, you know, and they did that, so, when they, has anybody read their report? The homeless task force report? Did you read part of it? Well, I think what I took away from their report is that really they're angry at the city, you know, because the city, you know, they're not doing their job, or at least that's how they feel. And our government, I mean, it's terrible the way, I mean, you wouldn't believe, you want me to shut up, Josh? The mental health issues, it is heartbreaking sometimes. I mean, we have people come in here that you know that they cannot take care of themselves, and they're left to fend for themselves on the street, and it's just so sad. It's like, and you know, and I don't know this for a fact, but I've had volunteers tell me that we have had people from the hospital bring people down here that the hospital won't keep anymore. So, you know, it's sad. It is just, the whole thing is just so out of control. So, but, you know, the way I see it is, you know, these people they're ours. These people are ours. They're in our community. They live here. They grew up here. They went to school here. They have family here. And lots of different reasons that they're living on the street. But these people belong to us. It's our responsibility to take care of them, not enable them. So, you know, we try very hard not to enable, but still, you know, it's our responsibility. You know, this is our community. We have to take care of our community. That's how I feel about it.
Do the homeless people have a suggestion on how you should operate the facility, or?
Do they have a suggestion on? Well, yeah, some of them have a lot of suggestions. But you know, they do have some good ideas of, you know, how they would like to see things run, and you know, and we listen to them. I mean, through the years, I personally have learned a lot from them and other community members that come in here, and you know, we're doing it this way, and somebody will say, well, you know, and I think, oh my gosh, why didn't we do it that way? You know, so we learn something new every season. Some things we hold the line on, and some things we don't hold the line on. So, you know, yeah, we try to listen to them. Yes.
So is this just a meal and a cot? Is that all you're providing?
Excuse me. No, we actually provide a lot. So when they come in, we have a shower facility so they can shower. We do their laundry every night. So in the morning when they leave here, they're in clean clothes, and we offer rides. We try to make sure that everybody has a decent pair of boots to wear in the wintertime. We encourage them to, reach out to all the other health organizations, DHHS, Community Action Agency. And sometimes I get very angry at those at those agencies, but, they do the best they can with what they have to work with. So, and I have, asked different people, to come in and, offer counseling. It doesn't always happen though. So, we try to encourage them to go get a job, yes.
How much Christian counseling is done with them?
How much what?
Christian counseling, like
Well,
pastors or people praying with them or?
Not enough.
No.
I can tell you that right now. So I struggle, So I've reached out to, different people and asked, different pastors to, come in and counsel, but it just hasn't happened yet. So, there's a lot that we can do, a lot we haven't done, a lot needs to be done, so.